You know, I grew up a bow hunter, got in trouble multiple times, and that was me.
Growing up, no one in my family hunted. Ended up going on my first grouse hunt up in northern Wisconsin, and I was hooked.
You know, and then I started working for archery shops, archery pro shops in and around the whole Chicagoland area. Opened my own.
One thing led to another, and I ended up going and wanting to shoot a bow. Well, I went to this archery shop, it was called Archer's Choice, and met the guy that owned the shop. Oh, that would be my husband now, Vicki Cianciarulo. Sure enough, here we are, Outdoor Channel, Archer's Choice, and then we turned and we have a second show, The Choice, and the reason we did it was because there's so much fighting. We got beat up because we might have used a crossbow or we might have used a rifle. On our own show, we got beat up for it, and that's when we decided to come out with The Choice.
And the choice was simple. Didn't matter with what you hunted. Didn't matter how you hunted. If it was legal in the state, province, or country, we embraced it. It may not have been what we liked. It may not have been something that we would have chosen, but the reality of it is we needed to stick together.
We can't gang up on each other as outdoor sportsmen and women. We can't.
We've seen the fighting. We've seen the disorganization. We've seen so much be taken away from the true conservationists of our time, the hunters, the fishermen, the people that truly understand and respect and, you know, are stewards of the land and the outdoors.
Growing up under my mom and dad, I've really been able to see not only between going to camps, but watching them, rather than hunting them to hurt the population, rather than hunting them to just get a trophy, they hunt to manage the wildlife and manage the land and to get meat onto our plates in front of us.
Growing up, I wasn't really much into hunting, or I wasn't even interested in hunting. In my high school years, after I met RJ, and just seeing the hunting world for what it is, it's totally not about the sport. It's about management and putting meat in the freezer and feeding your families. It's about the experience and what it can teach you.
And we sit here and I watch the news and it drives me crazy that all of a sudden something comes up, the state's voting on this hunt, you know, on this thing or that thing, and there's all these anti-hunting organizations, and they're there, and we don't even have a voice.
Our trouble today is if you go to a rally or something, you see all of these anti-hunters, or if you're online, you see all of these negative posts towards hunters and all this other stuff. We don't have anybody to back us up.
You know, being so new to this lifestyle and having a fresh perspective, it's heartbreaking, knowing that there could be a chance that this could be all taken away from us.
There's places right now that they passed that veterans can't go out and hunt with a crossbow because they don't feel it's right. And you know who helped that pass? Other outdoors men and women, because they didn't want that out in the field.
And for all of the division amongst ourselves, here's what we want everyone to understand. And that is, we now have a voice. There is one organization that we truly have looked and watched and listened and learned about. And we're all here to ask you one big favor. Check out Hunter Nation.
Hunter Nation has our backs.
Put aside your brand. Put aside your sign. And let us all unite.
Let's stick together. Hunter Nation.
They're here to back us up.